Coming up on today's FlashCast, see how the coronavirus has made it possible to spend less when filling up your gas tank this week.
North Korea has tested another series of missiles, how the rest of the world is reacting ahead.
The MAC Championship Tournament starts tonight. I'll be breaking down when and where the Flashes will be playing.
And the weather throughout the weekend was a treat for sure, but what's to be expected for the rest of your week? Your TV2 weather forecast is coming up.
Hello and welcome to today's FlashCast. I'm Erin Sullivan.
And I'm Alencia. The Ohio State Highway Patrol is investigating after a motorcycle crash in Bath Township. The crash occurred on Medina Line Road. Timothy Workman crashed into a road sign after failing to do a right turn. He was pronounced dead on the scene by the Summit County's coroner's office. Deputies said that alcohol doesn't seem to be a factor at this time. Senior living facility officials are faced with a challenge after the coronavirus strikes at a Washington State nursing center. There are no confirmed cases in Ohio, but many facilities are preparing themselves for any potential outbreaks. 1 of 6 Ohioans are 65 or older, and the coronavirus has affected more of the older population. Healthcare officials and caregivers are taking all necessary precautions. Be on the lookout for low gas prices this week. Ohio gas prices are dropping fast as worries over the coronavirus are sending prices to fall below $2. The benchmark crude oil price also just fell below 30% in the U.S. Countries like Saudi Arabia and Russia could not agree on how much to cut output prices, causing trade to slow down.
And good morning, and thank you for joining us this morning, Portage County. I hope you're off to a wonderful start today. I am Dan Snyder, bringing you the word from the sky. Speaking of which, let's get into the weather, shall we? Currently in Kent, as of right now, it is a nice 52 degrees, and it's sure to warm up to a mild 62 degrees later on, which is actually 4 degrees short of the record high. 1992 takes that, 2.28, visibility for 3 miles. We won't see any rain until later on. Looking across Ohio, we got 57 in Cleveland, 54 in Worcester, 52 in Mansfield, 52 in Ashtabula. It's nice all over the state, what can I say? That will be, except for in between Findlay and Mansfield, as we see a little tiny rain cloud coming and going, doing its business, but disappearing and missing us by a few miles. So that's nice. We get a nice sunny day. As for our hourly forecast, when everyone's getting out of class at noon, we will have a nice 55 degrees at 4 p.m. when the second round of major traffic will be hitting the road. Well, more clouds means less sun in your eyes as you're driving home, 64 degrees. Then that will be our high for the day. Wow, only 2 degrees short of the record high. And 8 p.m. later on tonight, it'll be mostly cloudy with 58 degrees. Hopefully we have a wonderful night, but you'll have to stick around. That's all for the moment. Be sure to stick around for the 7-day forecast in the second half and come back tonight for the outstanding 6 o'clock news and weather team. I am Dan Snyder. Back to you.
Thanks, Dan. An Akron man who is currently serving 21 years for robbery now faces more jail time after more charges. Shaquille Anderson confessed to several robberies in 2016 and has been jailed since. He's pleading no contest in 2 more cases that left 3 people dead, including a University of Akron student. The charges he faces include aggravated murder and murder, and attorneys say they have agreed to a life sentence without parole.
A former Kent State field hockey coach is suing the school for gender and wage discrimination. This is filed on behalf of Kathleen Weiler and other faculty who have experienced challenges regarding equal pay. Weiler has said Kent State created intolerable working conditions after failing to investigate her filed reports with Ohio's Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. Students who work for Aramark Food Services have come forward with claims that the company is mistreating student workers. On Wednesday night, student workers participated in a town hall meeting organized by the United Students Against Sweatshops. Many students expressed concerns over their $8.25 hourly wages. Aramark employees were present at the meeting and plan to pass concerns onto the school.
A Columbus representative wants to get rid of gas chambers in animal shelters. Ohio is one of 4 states that still actively use gas chambers, and Representative Dave Leland wants to cut that down to 0. He's been working to make legislation that will ban the use of gas chambers and make the switch to lethal injection.
An animal shelter in Erie County is the last known shelter in Ohio that still uses this method.
Be sure to check out the sky tonight because one of the first 3 supermoons will be making an appearance. Hear more about it soon.
Last night, the Cavs looked to pick up a hard-fought win against the San Antonio Spurs. Find out who came on top when we return.
And after the break, we'll have a brief recap of what to expect for tonight, as well as your 7-day forecast.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
My text to emoji ratio has gotten a little out of hand.
A little?
Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
Played his high school football before he went to Ohio State.
Brian.
What?
It's 8 o'clock. You do know what that means,
It's
right?
8 o'clock already?
Yes.
Oh, Sports Corner starts right now.
Get ready for Sports Corner, airing every Monday at 8 o'clock on TV2 and KentWire.com, featuring your hosts Brian Pryor, Campbell Rico, and all of the TV2 sports reporters giving their inside analysis of everything Golden Flashes. You will not want to miss it.
Former Ohio Governor Ted Strickland has joined the movement to stop the death penalty in Ohio. Strickland has recently expressed his belief that inmate Jeffrey Hill on death row is innocent. State Senator Peggy Leiner and Christina Rogner are also backing the bill from Senator Nikki Antonio to replace the death penalty for life parole. This bill has been introduced 4 times since 2011 but has not been passed.
Bernie Sanders and Joe Biden will both appear in Cleveland on Tuesday for rallies. Sanders will be at the Huntington Convention Center and Biden will be at the Cuyahoga Community College Recreation Center. Biden is coming after a campaign high after winning 97 delegates on Super Tuesday. They both plan to gain more support from Ohioans before the Ohio primary on March 17th. Senator Ted Cruz has placed himself under quarantine after interacting with someone confirmed to have the coronavirus. He was informed by medical authorities that his chance of contracting the disease is low because his interaction with the infected person was brief. Cruz has yet to experience any symptoms. Democratic legislators said Congress is considering recessing for 2 weeks because of the virus spreading.
And for your 7-day forecast, you will see the weather change throughout the week, getting a little bit worse, no lie. But as of that hump day on Wednesday, it's going to get a lot better. Tuesday will be 56, 30 for a low with some PM showers later on in the day. Wednesday will be 48, getting even colder, 36. Hopefully it doesn't drop any lower because I don't want to see any more snow. I don't know about you. Thursday, 55 for a high, warming back up. Friday will be partly cloudy, mostly showers in the PM. Saturday, however, it gets back to being nice. Sunshine for all. 42 for a low, though. 32 for an even lower low. 46 on Sunday for your high. 34 for your low. And the sunshine will be popping back out. As of tonight, hopefully, most of the rain clouds that should be coming in about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning will take their time to get up here, and we get to see that beautiful supermoon tonight. I don't know about you, but it is absolutely gorgeous. Full moon for Friday the 13th, and remember to come back at 6 o'clock tonight for more news and weather. I am Dan Snyder. Have a wonderful day, Portage County.
North Korea has fired 3 short-range missiles after threatening to take action to protest other countries' disapproval over their live fire exercises. The missiles landed in the waters between the Korean peninsula and Japan. North Korea has defended its decisions to the right to defend itself by being on the doorstep of the U.S. and South Korea. The iPhone 12 could possibly be delayed because of the coronavirus. Last month, it was reported that Apple held back sending engineers to China because of the outbreak. This decision could possibly slow down production, causing the release of the phone to be pushed back a few months. The phone was originally expected to be released this upcoming fall.
And now, your TV2 Sports Report.
Hello all, I am Kyle Eads here to bring you the latest in the world of Kent State athletics. And we start with the Kent State men's basketball team, who will be in action tonight in the opening round of the MAC Championship Tournament. The Flashes are the 6th seed heading into the tournament and will be taking on the Eastern Michigan Eagles. The last time these two teams faced off, the Flashes fell by a score by 21 points. The Kent State will look for a different result this time as they tip off at 7 p.m. in the MAC Center. The women's team fell to the University of Buffalo this weekend by a score of 72-58. The Golden Flashes shot poorly and were unable to come back from an early first-half deficit. Sophomore Lindsey Thaw played well, however, scoring a game-high 28 points on 6 of 11 shooting from 3. The Flashes' next contest will be Wednesday in the quarterfinal round of the MAC tournament. And moving to the NBA, the Cavs look to match their win total from the previous season as they took on the San Antonio Spurs. And here in pregame, we have Becky Hammond getting warmed up. And early on, the Cavs would have, late in the game, Cavs would have success as the miss from Kevin Love gets his own tip in. The Cavs would have a lead 108-92, but Rudy Gay would get the drive from Derek White to tie the game at 114, leading to a clutch shot. And again, Rudy Gay gets the inbound, ties the game at 118. This would send it to overtime, but in overtime, the Cavs would find success. Delly drives, fights, but he would miss. But Andre Drummond is right there for the easy putback. Cavs would have a lead. Then, after a Spurs miss, the Cavs, some quick passing leads to a Kevin Love in the corner for 3, giving the Cavs a lead, and they would fight it in overtime, winning the game 132-129 in double overtime. And finally, in women's lacrosse, the Flashes would lose to the University of Cincinnati by a final of 25-8. The Flashes kept it close early on, but a 10-0 run by the Bearcats proved too much to overcome. Sophomore Abby Jones led the way with 6 goals for the Flashes. The team will finish up their homestand at Dick Stadium, facing fellow MAC Conference foe Central Michigan on March 13th. That wraps up things for me on this Monday morning, but stick around for Sports Corner, where we will have all of the up-to-minute things on Kent State athletics. As always, I'm Kyle Eads for TV2 Sports.
Thanks, Kyle. A Barberton woman has been an internet sensation after giving birth to twin triplets. Oh my goodness. Hannah and Jacob Merton welcomed 3 girls and 2 boys into their family this past Thursday. The Barberton community has come together to participate in an open baby shower to help provide the family with supplies. The family has made a Facebook page called The 5 Little Mertons to provide updates and to document their journey.
Get ready for a spectacular view from our lunar neighbor. A true full moon will light up the sky Monday. It's also known as the full worm moon. Supermoons happen when the moon is at its closest approach to Earth in orbit. The moon will seem bigger and brighter at night. The phenomenon happens Monday night, but it will appear full through early Wednesday.
And once again, this is your 7-day weather forecast. High today, 64. Tomorrow, for a high, 56. Rain on Wednesday, unfortunately, 48 for a high. 55 on Thursday, sunny in the AM, cloudy in the PM. Friday, however, there will be strong winds and cloudy and colder. 29 for a low, hopefully it doesn't snow. 51 for a high. Saturday, it's going to be mostly sunny. Hopefully you get to enjoy your weekend. 42 for a high, 33 for a low. And on for Sunday, 46 for a high, 34 for a low with some clouds. Hopefully we have just as nice a weekend as last weekend.
Yes, I agree. Well, that will wrap up our show for today. Thank you for joining us this Monday.
We have our live newscast at 6 and the all-new Sports Corner at 8. I'm Alencia Lang.
And I'm Erin Sullivan. Have a great start to your week, Portage County.
Hey everyone, do you want to join the discussion? Well, tune into the College Voice every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. right here on TV2.